Well, hello, everybody. Here we go. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We are live. Happy Thursday, everybody. Come on in, come on in. We're going to get started at the top of the hour. But I definitely wanted to welcome everyone onto Virtual Coffee Break with Tanisha. I got my coffee today. Last night was rough, y'all. It was rough. It was rough, stressful. So, yeah, today I needed my coffee. Shamika, how you doing?
I am blessed and highly favored. How are you?
Amazing, amazing, doing amazing as well.
Love it. I'm doing extra amazing. I received my coaching from Eric Thomas
There we
today,
go.
so it was really good.
So did you take a lot of notes?
Yes, I did.
Okay, so on Tuesday, we want to hear from your notes.
Okay.
I think that'll be good. So let me play a little something something as we wait for the people to join us. Come on in, everybody. Welcome, welcome to Virtual Coffee Break with Tanisha. Let us know what city and state you are checking in from. Hello on YouTube and Facebook. How y'all doing today? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Have a great topic for everybody today. So make sure you have your pen and paper so you can take these copious notes. Hey, Benita. Benita, want to join us on screen? If you want to join us in studio on screen, you can go ahead and click that link I just shared in the chat. Make sure you are camera ready. Welcome, Facebook user. Good day, good day, good day. Again, if you want to join us in studio on screen, click the link that I shared in the chat. Join us on screen. We're going to get started at the top of the hour. Welcome, everybody. Welcome, welcome. All right, Benita, prayers that you feel better. Welcome, everyone, to Virtual Coffee Break. All right, we are live. We are live. We are live and in studio. Welcome everyone to Virtual Coffee Break with Tanisha. How is everybody doing today? I am so happy to be back. It is almost a weekend too. Did you know that? Did y'all know it? I mean, listen, November just blew by, right? Thanks. We jumped from Halloween to Thanksgiving, and it's like the end of the it's over. I mean, it's over, right? It is absolutely over. This month is gone. Say bye-bye, November. Hello, December, right? And you already know Christmas is gonna come in I'm like a bat out of hell. Right? The time is just going by super, super, super fast. Go ahead and shout out your city and state. Let me know where you are checking in from. I see Benita is checking in from Rochester, New York. Benita, I heard y'all got some of that cold stuff that was coming out the air, the 4-letter word. I saw it on the news. I saw it on the news. Y'all had that white stuff coming down. We got someone on Facebook. I can't see your name. It just says Facebook user checking in from Charlotte, North Carolina. We got North Kakalaki in the house. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Absolutely, absolutely. Yeah, bye-bye November. It is just about over. We got Boss Lady. Yep, we got a new month starting, new month, new goals, right? Welcome, Karen. Welcome, welcome, welcome.
Hello.
Good to see you. Good to see you. We almost at the weekend, Karen. This week has flown by, right?
Bye bye weekend. Bye bye November. Bye week. Hello weekend. Hello December.
Absolutely. We got Mr. Andrew Burke checking in from Davenport, Florida. How are you today, sir?
I am loved and I am blessed. How are you doing today, Director?
Same. Blessed and highly favored. So glad to be here. So before we get started, as we do always, does anybody have anything that we can celebrate? What have you done that is moving your business forward that we can celebrate? Anybody?
Well, since I'll be spending my birthday in Miami, well, Sunny Isles, Florida, I said, I am now a Sunny Isles specialist. So I'm
Nice.
going to experience that a little bit better now that I'm certified in. So I actually did, it took me about 20 minutes to do it. So,
Really?
yeah,
And what's the name of it?
it's Sunny Isles, Florida. Sunny Isles,
Sunny
Florida.
Isles, Florida. Okay,
Yep.
everybody, look up that certification to do for your travel business. I
She
think
get
that
the
is amazing. Would you say, Mr. Burke?
she get the fan for that.
Did she what?
She get the fan for that.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, for getting the certification for your business, moving your business forward. I love it. I love it. Anybody else? What have you done to move your business forward that we can celebrate?
Well, I just right before we got on this show booked a I okay, let me turn that off. Booked a bus trip and a hotel through our website. Well, it was a train trip. The bus wasn't through our website because of the
Okay, I
times
need
wouldn't
you to
work
cut
right.
that off. You
I'm
left
trying to
my
get
flow here.
it.
Handle your business.
Handle the business.
We just gonna mute Karen until she takes care of her background noise. If you are on stage, please make sure your phone is on vibrate, silent, etiquette mode so we don't have any interruptions during the broadcast because we are live. Hey, Jean, how you doing? Okay, so Jean got a commitment date for a new business partner for December 11th. Yes, congratulations. That's what I'm talking about. That is what I'm talking about. All right, boss lady says she's been out and about and sharing the opportunity with Uber drivers for the last 3 to 4 weeks. Awesome. And I always say you don't have to go out to prospect, but while you're out, prospect, right? I mean, I love it. I love it. All right, Karen, you ready to share? All right, go ahead. Let's unmute you.
Okay, so I have 3 business partners, and one of them is brand new, and this is her. Okay, I don't understand why it's on mute. It doesn't do it.
Jean is joining us. Welcome, Jean. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So, Jean, what have you been doing to move your business forward, ma'am?
Can you hear me?
I can, loud and clear.
Very good. Well, good afternoon to you and all the business partners. I last night at the Dallas opportunity meeting had a prospect come, and guess what? She's signing on December 11th. I put it in the chat.
Yes.
So she's retired, and she's been saying, I'm going to join. So I've been, prospecting for a minute, but she wanted to. She already has her business name. She's raring to go, but she waiting on December 11th for, I don't know why, but anyway, we going to get it.
Everybody has to do it on their time, right? Timing is everything. Well, congratulations for you, Jean. Good job at inviting and following through and exposing people. That's all we got to do. We just got to expose them, and the business is going to do what it does, right? Karen, are you ready? I'm kicking you off stage if your phone rings one more time. One more time again. I'm kicking you off. Okay, let's unmute you.
Okay, we're going to try this one more time again.
One more time again. One more time.
Real quick. So we have a 2-bedroom suite booked for. It's in it's not Chicago. Help me out, my Illinois friend there, Shamika. Where is the conference going to be? The Midwestern Conference in Chicago.
Rosemont.
Naperville. In Naperville, that's where it's going to be, and we are there, and we are booked, and we are leaving here on Saturday morning for it on Sunday. And I'm excited because 2 of the people have already been to everything, but this one person, this is going to be her first exposure to a main event. And she just got into business in June of this year, and she was saying, I don't think this is for me. I think this is for people that are experienced. I'm like, oh no, this is exactly for you. So you see the culture of the business. This is like a mini conference. We talked about the going in August when we went to Orlando, and it was an international conference. This is a Midwestern conference. It's just going to be Michigan, Ohio and Illinois and maybe Wisconsin people, but you're getting in. This is the right time to do it. She was trying to back out, and she said, no, now she's excited that we booked the hotel and we're going on a bus called the Flick Bus. And it goes straight from Detroit to Chicago with only one stop. And I'm excited about that. I've never done that. It's kind of like the mega bus, but it's new.
Yeah.
So
okay. That's gonna be nice. You get to pack up all your snacks.
Yes.
And, maybe download a couple of movies. How long is that bus ride?
It's going to be 6.5 hours.
Okay, that's not
it would have
too
been
bad.
4 if we drove, but we drove when it was the anniversary. But now we're going to go and just lay back, let somebody else do the drive.
I was about to say, even though it's going to take a couple of hours longer to get there, at least you are not the one fighting with the traffic and having to deal with that. You can, you can go to sleep. Y'all can chit chat. You can, if you got Wi-Fi, you can be working on your laptop.
It is Wi-Fi. Yep. And I'll be showing her because she's brand new, and I'm like, okay, we're gonna have like a little mini training on the way to Chicago.
Absolutely. And it's going to be great content for her social media to kick off her business.
Exactly.
So my suggestion, because when are y'all leaving?
Saturday morning. And the event is Sunday.
My suggestion is get her launch before the event.
Okay.
Do a webinar launch, and then for now, the people to see her at the event, it's like that buildup.
Yes, and she's working her business.
Yes, absolutely. That's awesome. Well, congratulations. Looking forward to seeing those pictures and things. Anybody else have anything we can celebrate before we get started with this is the last part of our 4-part series on working colors. And I think it's been fun doing the colors training. Y'all getting some good nuggets to kind of help you prospect these different colors. All right. Well, today we are talking about 8 tips for prospecting a red personality. Woo! A red personality. Who can give me some characteristics of a red? And are you a red? Do you know a red? Anybody?
They're money motivated. Those are going to be the bosses. I see a lot of reds tend to be like real estate, and I would consider my dad a red. He is all about his money. He definitely is bluntly honest. I had to tell him, Dad, don't say that. But
yeah, reds have filter issues sometimes. That is so funny. Yes. Anybody else? Give me some characteristics of a red. And are you a red, or who do you know that's a red? Tell us about them. Mr. Burke?
This 3-star director named Tanisha Burke is a fire red. Like, she is, oh my goodness, she's a perfectionist. She's a workaholic. Like, and it's all about the money, and getting people to their next level. She got to be making money. People connected with her got to be making money. Everybody got to be making money. That's the main thing, because she definitely wants people to be able to live their best lives. And if you try to explain something to her, she's like, "Look, I don't want the story. Just give me the detail. Just give me the fine points right now, and I'll make my decision off of that." But yeah, that's a fire red. And I know a lot of other people who claim to be reds, but I think a lot of time they're just talking smack. They're fake. Yeah, they wish they were red. It's one thing to actually be a red or actually say you're a red, but then it's another thing to totally put in that work to become one. But when you know a red, definitely.
That's good. That's good. That's real good. You make a really valid point. And let me say this. Everybody has all colors in them. We all have some red, some blue, some yellow, and some green in us. The circumstances kind of dictate which color is going to take over, but everybody has a dominant color that is always front and center 99.9% of the time. So that's going to be the color that you are. But again, I don't want to take away from, anybody who's a yellow who sometimes, and let me give you an example. This is a perfect example. Yellows, they love to help people. They don't like confrontation. They don't like selling, right? We talked about yellows, but mess with a yellow's child and watch the red come out. Right? That's a perfect example. So that's what I'm saying. We all have the colors in us, but what's the dominant color? What's the color that is out 99.9% of the time? Right? Someone on Facebook said their niece is a red and she's 17. Oh, she's gonna be probably very, very successful in life. Very successful. Benita said, that's me. Benita, that's you, meaning you're a yellow, but let somebody mess with your kids and they gonna see the red. A lot of people are like that. Anybody else have what characteristics of a red, and are you a red, or do you know a red?
Well, I would say caveating behind Director Burke, the work ethic is how I tell reds, because like you said, a lot of people say they're red, but then you look at what they do and not what they say. And one of the things that I've noticed about red is that they do multiple things. They're not just trying to make money for one thing. It's not just the job that they're on. They're entrepreneurs. and they're multi-entrepreneurs. He used you as a example. You know, you were always telling us to find something else to do, and I'm in the process of working on this Amazon affiliate. You know, where everything I'm like you. Everything in my house is Amazon. I'm looking at my Christmas list. My grandkids, they have Amazon wish lists. You know, my kids, they have Amazon wish lists. I'm like, I'm not buying another thing from Amazon until I get my affiliate list up. I mean, my affiliate website up. And that's the thing about Reds. They're looking for multiple ways of making income. So it's kind of easy to prospect a Red, because this business can afford them the money. We just have to figure out how to make sure that they understand it. And that's what you're going to teach us in these 8 tips. And I'm going to shut up and listen.
Absolutely. And let me say this, because this is very, very important, because what's the book that we're reading on the IMV?
First year in network
marketing. So we also want to be careful to not create, there we go, Mr. Burke, see, leading from the front. We want to be careful to not create a scatterbomb in our lives and in our team when we talk about creating multiple streams of income. Because yes, with this one business opportunity, if you're in our business, right, our travel business, we're in a position to generate 8 streams of income, right? So when I'm talking to people in our business, right, because there's other people on YouTube that have other businesses that they may be in who are tuning in, wealthy people find ways to make money in things that they are already doing. That is the key. You don't want to start another business per se that's going to take you away from the main thing, because then now you've created a scatterbomb. So I just want to really clarify how we're going to find ways to make money, but we're not going to take away from the main thing, right? And so if you think about, for example, and Karen, you pretty much just said it, right? You're like, I need to become an Amazon affiliate because everything I buy is from Amazon, right? You're not creating an Amazon thing that's going to take away from your main thing. You're creating an Amazon affiliate business because you already shop there, and you're already posting on social media. So how different is it going to be to post one of your favorite things that you just purchased and you liked, and someone else may like it too, right? She's finding a way to do something in something that she's already doing, but notice it's not going to create a scatterbomb in her business. That's the difference. So I need everybody to understand that when I say find other ways to make money, right? Outside of our main thing, right? One of my things, real estate. That is not going to take away from what I'm doing here at all by purchasing another property. However, the income from this business puts me in a position to invest in real estate, right? I also invest in precious metals, right? Gold and silver. Again, it's an investment, but does it take away from what I'm doing with this business? No, not at all, right? So you want to find things, right? As Karen said, I'm also an Amazon affiliate, but I'm an affiliate of a bunch of different things that I use and like. So I'm taking something that I'm already doing and finding a way to generate income from it, right? I was already, for the last 6 years, I was already uploading videos on YouTube, right? So what did I do? Oh, let me keep going. And then now my channel's monetized. Something I was already doing, but now I'm able to generate income from it, and it's not taken away from my main thing. So be smart about diversifying your income streams. Be careful. Seek wise counsel if you need to, right? Don't just jump into something. If you're not sure, seek wise counsel and make sure that what you're doing is going to be smart and it's going to benefit you and not take away from what you got going. because we still got goals we got to hit, right? So we don't want to do anything that's going to detract from our goals. We want to stay focused, right? But we're going to be smart about it. So make sure you have that. So let's talk about this. Let's jump in. 8 tips for prospecting a red personality type. When prospecting a red personality type in network marketing who is money motivated, it's important to tailor your approach to their specific needs and preferences. So here are 8 tips to help you effectively prospect and connect with this type of person. Number 1, be direct and results oriented. Be direct and results oriented. Red personality types appreciate straightforwardness and direct communication. Highlight the potential financial benefits and emphasize how your network marketing opportunity can help them achieve their money-related goals. So, if you are, and let me read, I'm going to read this one more time because there's a couple of things I want to highlight. Red personality types appreciate straightforwardness and direct communications. So if you are a yellow, you got to be real careful. Yellows tend to beat around the bush because they don't want to offend anybody. And they're also terrified of the rejection. So they'll skirt around the point to kind of feel the person out to see what they can say and get away with as little confrontation as possible. And so if your prospect is a red, you pissing them off. Just keeping it real. You're ticking them off. It's like, get to the point. Tell me what I need to know. So you got to be careful. You got to learn how to get to the point, right? Highlight the potential financial benefits and emphasize how your business opportunity can help them achieve their money-related goals. Well, hello, how are you going to emphasize how the business can achieve their money-related goal if you haven't built up enough rapport or even asked the question of what is your financial goal? Ding, 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 ding. Light bulb going off for some people. You got to ask people. This is why on my 3-way call, when I'm speaking to a brand new business prospect, and I ask them, hey, tell me a little bit about you. I want to know who you are and, your background and stuff. And why are you looking at this opportunity? And then after they go through all that, my very next question is, are you looking for supplemental income or life-changing income? 99.9% of the time, they're smart enough to say life-changing, because who would choose supplemental over life-changing? Nobody, unless you didn't understand the question. Let's just keep it real. And so once they tell me life-changing, I say, okay, well, how much income monthly is life-changing for you? Because if I don't know how much money they want to make, then how am I going to show them how this opportunity can help them achieve their money-related goals if I don't know what their money-related goals are? All right. Facebook. I understand that I have a blue personality, but I love when people are direct and to the point. Right. Because you also, even though blue is your dominant color or personality trait, you also have red in you. We all have red in us. Like I said, it's dependent on the circumstance when that color is going to really shine. So that's good that you have that red in you. Right. So again, make sure you're finding out from these people what their goals are. Their financial goals. It's a business. So we want to know, yes, they may have other goals. They may want to move to Thailand. They may want to have more children. They may want to start a nonprofit. They may want all of that stuff. But this is a business, And so first and foremost, because it's a business opportunity, we need to know their money related goals. They can have multiple goals, but we need to know their money related goals, right? And so some of you may be struggling to get people to join your business because you don't even know what their goals are. So your conversation with them isn't even getting to the point for them, right? Shamika said, you also have to know who you're talking to. Exactly. You have to know who you're talking to. Martina, the reason why is because if you go to our Team Lux Platinum, when I posted that we were going live, there's a link there that says that you need to click on it to give approval to show your name. That's why. Because I want to be able to see your name and stuff. But yeah, unless you click that link, given permission from StreamYard to show your information, it's not going to show it. All right. So any questions or comments about number 1, being direct and results oriented? Anybody have an aha moment or see how not doing this has probably hurt you? All right. So let's move on to number 2. Oh, getting back to number 1, I have a little side note here. Be sure to know their financial goals and utilize the income disclosure statement to connect the dots for them. This is why any of you, if you've ever had me do a 3-way call, you've heard me leverage the income disclosure statement, and I'm able to tell them, 1-star directors made X amount monthly in 2022. 2-star directors made X amount monthly, right? Even sometimes on a presentation, I may leverage that as well. So you need to understand the income disclosure statement as well as the comp plan. All right, moving on. Number 2, showcase success stories. Showcase success stories. Red personality types are often motivated by seeing tangible results. Share success stories of other money-motivated individuals who have achieved financial success through your business. This can inspire and resonate with them. So here's where the people who just flat out refuse to do the PS3 lose, because you're not doing the 3, which is the 3-way call. And so if your prospect is red, you're missing out on the opportunity to actually get them on the phone with someone who has the tangible evidence of the money that's being made. Why? Because you're like, oh, that's my cousin. I know how to talk to my cousin. But if your cousin is a red, you cannot talk to your cousin because you haven't made any money yet, any real money that's going to move your cousin to say yes. You got to get the evidence on the phone. Yes, it's nice to share the success story. So guess what? You got to show up in order to be able to do that. But man, can you imagine having a red who's real money motivated and you get them on the phone with a 6-figure income earner? That's going to close them. But some of you are missing that because you're not doing the 3-way call. You say you want a red on your team, but you're not doing what's necessary to close them because you're refusing to do the 3-way call. And so guess what? Your little yellow self can't close them. Your little green self, you can't close them. Your blue, you too busy having fun. You can't close the red you want. You may have had many conversations with reds. And probably the main reason they did not partner with you is because you did not showcase success stories and connect them with someone that is going to be that tangible evidence for them. Because anybody could do this. How many times have you been prospected by someone and they do this about their business? Sounds like all rainbows and unicorns, right? So anybody can say anything about their business, positive. But providing the evidence, that's a whole other story. The Reds need that tangible evidence. So it's like when you're prospecting, let's say when you're building rapport with a Red and you're leveraging a success story of a Gregory Scott making $500,000. Now, once you schedule a 3-way call, schedule it with Mr. Scott. So now the person can actually have that tangible conversation with the person with the story that you leveraged. Because if you just, and even if you are able to close them, are you doing the welcome call with the tangible evidence to solidify that? Even though they're in the business, right? As Mr. Bradley says, he's always still closing. He's still closing, Mr. White. He's still closing, Mr. Moore. You got to constantly keep closing even your existing business partners. So even if you're really, really good and you say all the right things, then you can close them. Are you doing the welcome call so that they can hear the evidence, the tangible evidence of the money that's being made? That's going to, right? It's one thing to get someone in the business, but can you keep them in the business? So hearing that tangible evidence is what's going to help keep them in the business. Anybody have any comments or feedback on this before I move on to number 3? Oh, and let me say this. So you want to leverage the 2023 for our business, right? You want to leverage our Project Freedom video, which shares the testimonials and shares the success stories of our top income earners, right? So that's definitely something. But anybody have any comments or feedback they want to share about showcase success stories? No? And again, you got to show up or else you don't know what the success stories are because you wasn't on the team Zoom. You don't know what the success stories are because you didn't show up to the weekly meeting. You don't know what the success stories are because you weren't at convention.
One thing I wanted to say about the success story that I love to reiterate to Riz in this example, and there's information on it and I love, like you say, showing up, going to the Women in Black, because I really get to hear her, or the women's locker room, director Tiffany Powell.
Yes.
If that woman's not red, I don't know. And she's a funny red.
Yes.
She's a comedian red. And she'll let you know it's about the money. She said, now my husband, he be trying to help people and stuff. I'm like, I'm about the money. How are we going to help them get some money, and if it's going to take away from our money? Oh no. But it's not, I mean, she's beautiful. Her spirit is beautiful. It's just that it's a true red. She's about her money. And that's a good example to give to people, especially like you said, they are multiple colors. And I think when Miss Director JP Muse said we got to have a little red in everybody, and now we have these mixed colors. I remember one time you would say, what's your color? And I said purple, because I'm blue and red, because blue and red makes purple. I'm going back to my early childhood days and mixing the colors. So yeah. And I think of her because a blue person will really enjoy her because she's funny, she's talented, she's got the information, and she gives it to you. And the red person, like, she about her money. That's me too. So that's what I wanted to say about Director Tiffany Powell.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And Boss Lady is asking, is sharing the team Tuesday Zoom a good idea? They have success stories most times. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. And this is why, like, the last day of the month, Mr. Moore shares the business presentation. So that's a great one to get your prospects, your guests on. The other thing that I would say is we have a ton of marketing videos in our mobile app that show the culture and stories and stuff like that. I highly recommend you watch all of the videos, and you may identify some videos that would be great to share with a certain color, personality type. Not to explain the business, because they don't explain the business. No, our big picture video is the end all be all of showing the plan, right? But I'm saying in addition to match someone's personality type. For example, Karen was just referencing Director Tiffany Powell. Well, guess what? There's a video in the back called Break the Bank where she's talking. And you see that she is a fire engine red just from how she's speaking in that video. So that video would be a great video to share with someone that is a red. After you've exposed them to, the big picture, right? Again, this is in addition to, this is not replacing the big picture that is going to explain the opportunity. This is in addition to, okay? Very, very important. All right. Let me see what else. Shamika says she has a success story for each objection and excuse. That's good. I can tell you Mr. Burke does too, because he's a green. So he got everything written out. Like if they're this person, I'm gonna say this, right? I have this arsenal of stuff. And that's what you want to do. You want to have in your toolbox what you need for every color, every personality type. So when you come across that person, you just go straight to your toolbox. Your toolbox could be the note section of your phone, right? Maybe you have a note section that says red. So that when you know you got a red, you just boop, go straight to that note section. You got all the stuff you need, all the ammunition, all the tools that you need to share with that person. So that's very, very, very important. So did I say number 3? Okay, so here we are. Number 3, highlight the income potential. Highlight the income potential. Emphasize the income potential of your network marketing opportunity. Provide clear examples of how much money they can earn by demonstrating the compensation plan and showcasing the earning potential at different levels of success. Again, this is why I leverage. This is why every year when the income disclosure statement comes out showing the annual income, I take all the numbers and divide it by 12 so that because the people we're speaking to typically are middle-class people who think month to month. So if you divide all the numbers by 12, now you can show them what the monthly income is at every level. I believe that's one of the main reasons that my 3-way calls are so successful, because I use that income disclosure statement. Because it doesn't just work on reds, it works on all the color types. Remember, this is a business. People start a business to make a profit, right? So you want to make sure that you study the comp plan. Some of you might say, oh, I don't want to keep going to the weekly meeting. It's the same presentation. Okay, but can you break down the comp plan? No, you need to keep going to the weekly meeting. You got to be able to be in the people in front of the room make the most money. So don't you want to make the most money? If you want to make the most money, you got to put yourself in a position to be in front of the room, right? So you want to study that comp plan and keep up with the statistical data of both companies or of your company, right? We're able to say 200 million paid out in commissions to the rep, and Teletravel has booked 300 billion in travel. We got 3 millionaires. They're making over $100,000 a month, right? We have over 91 6-figure income earners. How do I know those statistics? You think I just woke up and the statistics were in my head? No, it's because I keep showing up. That's how I know those statistics. That's why anytime there's, especially like the recent meeting we had where Mr. James Ferrara was on, right? I wasn't going to miss that because I knew he was going to give me the stats I needed to talk to my Reds. Right? So Imaginette says being transparent and direct means being open with prospects about the fact that they have a choice of joining either IntelliTravel or Planet Marketing, not only framing it as a package deal. I kind of disagree with that. And I'm going to tell you why. Because for me, when people are talking to me, I'm letting them know it's a $200 investment. And with that, you're getting both businesses. And the reason why I don't frame it that you could do this or that, I say that they're going to be trained on both businesses. And after that, because I'm going to train them on what you paid for. So if you tell me you want to focus on the travel side, for example, I'm still going to tell you it's a $200 investment to partner with me. With that, you're getting both businesses. I'm going to train you on both businesses to make sure that you're trained on what you purchase. And after your training, if you just want to focus primarily on the travel side, you can do that. But I'm not going to sell someone the car without the tires. That would be irresponsible of me, not just as a leader, but as a marketing rep who knows better. You got to understand, your prospect doesn't know what they don't know because they're not in the business, but you do. Why do you think they start in the business? Because they need money. So it's irresponsible to let them or to position them or it's irresponsible to share information with them where you know they're going to lean towards the side of the business that's not really going to make them the money that they're looking for. So it's not being deceptive, but it's educating people on what they don't know. You feel it's misleading and manipulative? I don't, because I'm very open and honest about what I'm saying. I'm open and honest. Maybe the way some people are describing it, or maybe some people are not sharing enough information. That could be how it can come off misleading or manipulative. But I know better. I've been doing this for 7 years. And I always operate my business with integrity. And as a marketing rep, we have to know our business. You have to know it inside and out. Because the people that you're prospecting, they don't know. They don't know what they don't know. And so as a leader, right, someone who's going to become their coach, you have to educate them. That is why in the big picture video, doesn't it showcase both companies? Doesn't it break down what part of the $200 goes to Planet Marketing and what part of the $200 goes to IntelliTravel? So is our big picture video being manipulative? No, it's stating the facts. The facts can never be manipulative. Everyone is seeing either the big picture video or the PowerPoint presentation, which clearly says it's two companies. This money goes to this company. That money goes to that company. It's not being manipulative if it's right there in black and white. Come on. But as a person that, and again, this is why it's so important to get people on a three-way call so that they have, a senior business partner who's been in the business more, right? Educate a senior business partner who's been in the more, who can break down, the different sides of the business, right? This is why we have people answer their, have the opportunity to ask questions. They have a choice. But it's $200 to partner with me. If they don't want to spend the $200 to partner with me, they can partner with someone else. They have a choice. I can't make anybody partner with me. If someone's going to partner with me, it's because they understand the information that I shared and they feel that I can take them to where they want to be, period. If they don't feel comfortable partnering with me, if they feel like I'm hiding some information or I'm not being clear, they're not going to partner with me. Everybody has a choice, always. Always. They do have a choice. They have a choice. But here's the thing. Just as much as your prospect is interviewing you to see if they want to partner with you, guess what? Me, as the CEO of my business, I get to choose who I want to partner with as well. I don't say yes to everybody who wants to partner with me, because there's also some shady prospects out there. So I get to choose too. And I want hungry people who want to build on my team. But everybody, they have the option to do what they want to do. This is a free country. I always operate my business with integrity. And that's me saying up front, it's a $200 investment to partner with me. With that, you're getting 2 businesses. I'm going to train you on both businesses. And once you get started, if you want to just focus on one side or the other side, that's your choice. Whatever you want out of it, I'm going to make sure you get everything you want out of it. Mr. Burke, you had a comment?
Yeah, I'm glad that you had said that because, back when I first started, I had people just saying, well, I want to just do the ITA side, and I'd tell them what they were missing on that side. And then I'd actually have people saying, well, I want to come in as just a rep only. And, right there, it's like, are you serious? It's like you would have no real access to training or knowledge on the product that you're trying to sell. And then when you get them in here, and even if they want to do nothing but the travel side, and you ask them, how much money would it take for you to be able to live a comfortable lifestyle? And they could say, well, $10,000 a month. If I had $10,000 a month coming in, I'd be able to live a comfortable lifestyle. But ask me how you would do that on the travel side. I won't be able to tell you. It's like, okay, well, you can book a lot of group cruises, group trips, and hopefully you'll be able to make that $10,000 a month consistently, but you're going to need like a huge network of people that all you're doing is book and travel for. Or I can say, yeah, you can become a 3-star director, team of a minimum of 500 people.
Mm-hmm.
It makes it so much easier. But yeah, just like you said, you tell them when it comes to you, it's like, hey, it's $200 to partner with me. You don't want to do that. Okay, there's other people in this business opportunity that will take you up on your offer, like train you to just be an ITA only. But like you said, like with me, it's $200 to partner with me. And you get 2 businesses, and I'll make sure you get trained on both of them. And after your training, if you just want to do just that one, hey, you do your thing. Do your thing.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Imagine that says the issue lies in how you present the information. Framing it like that doesn't make it clear that they can choose to join only one. I mean that's your opinion, but let me pose this to you. Imagine that, because I also see what happens on the other side. I see people who have signed the ITA only, didn't make it clear that there's another part of the business, and this person has been in the business as an ITA only for a year, let's say. I've seen it. And then somehow they show up to an event or something and they learn about Planet Marketing, the $20 side of the business. 20 freaking dollars, $19.95, let's be clear. And they are livid that nobody took the time to tell them and explain the $20 side of the business that can yield them 7 streams of income, leave a legacy, and help them build generational wealth. So we're going to talk about being misleading. Let's talk about the people that are only selling ITA only and doing a disservice to their prospect or their new business partner. I've seen that happen too. And to me, that is way more devastating than selling someone eliminating the $20. Mr. Burt?
And that episode, I remember we were in Mexico when that happened. And remember, the woman that bought that girl in and just bought her in as ITA only told that girl, well, if you have family or friends that like to do this business, send them my way. And that's what that girl did. She sent them to that girl that prospected her, and she signed all of them up as ITA onlys. When that girl, if she would have known the entire business structure, she would have been able to go to her family members and sign them up under her and been creating residual income and everything. That's why that went so bad. I mean, I'll never forget that. She was literally crying on the catamaran, walking off the catamaran when she found that.
Yeah, you're right. And a lot of people have shed tears after they've learned or were educated more about the marketing side, because the common denominator that they all say is they could have been so much further along had they known about the marketing side. So it happens on both. So guess what you could do to avoid all of that? Sell them both sides of the business so they could plug them into everything so they can learn. And then now they get to focus on what they want to focus on. And everybody's happy. Again, everybody is watching the big picture video, or they're seeing the PowerPoint presentation that shows that there are two companies, and how at the end it says there's 3 ways to get started. Doesn't it not say that? But the most popular is, doesn't it say that? Okay, so they've been exposed to that. Now it's turned to me as the CEO of my business, and I am choosing, I don't sign ITA onlys. I did in the beginning, but with my experience, it doesn't serve the people well, and it doesn't serve me well. Because guess what? I got goals. And I can't hit my goals if I have a bunch of ITA only. So I can choose to not enroll someone who wants to do an ITA only. Both companies are presented. We're not going to keep harping on that. We got to move on so we can finish. All right. So let's move on to number 4. Focus on the competitive aspect. Focus on the competitive aspect. Red personality types are usually driven by competition. So highlight how they can outperform others, rise through the ranks, and earn more money than their peers. Frame the opportunity as a chance to excel and be at the top of the game. So, what do we want to do when we have a red? Explain our builders program, right? Show them how they get recognition as they grow their business. Also, share with them the top income earners ranking report, right? So now it's the top 200. It started off being the top 100, but now it goes to the top 200, right? So set a goal, help them set a goal to make it on that list, right? And they're going to be able to check that list every day through their app or through their back office, right? That's stuff that's going to motivate. Also, share with them about the opportunity as they rank up to be able to walk the stage at convention. These are things that are going to really, really motivate your reds. But again, you have to know the color of your prospect in order to be able to tap into these things. All right. Number 5, offer incentives and rewards. Offer incentives and rewards. Red personality types often appreciate rewards and recognition. Structure your program in a way that offers incentives, bonuses, and recognition for achieving specific milestones or targets. This can keep them motivated and engaged, right? And so one of the things that I always tell my new business partners, for example, is once they hit gold, I'm coming to you. I'm buying a ticket and I'm coming, and I'm going to do an in-home presentation for you to help you build, right? Sometimes I'll run a contest, right? I remember a couple of years ago, I ran a contest. So if someone hit a certain promotion at a certain time, they were going to be able to go with me to Mexico. They just had to cover their flight, but I was covering the stay in Mexico, right? Sometimes you'll see contests run where people, and it doesn't have to be a lot. It could be a $25 gas card or Amazon gift card if they, enroll someone by the end of the week or something, whatever. But having little contests and things like that, and it doesn't even have to be money. It could be lunch with you. It could be anything. A lot of times the directors will purchase additional convention tickets, right? And so being able to offer a contest where if you hit a certain rank promotion by a certain time, we got your convention ticket for you. Reds are going to be motivated by that. Okay. All right. Number 6, provide a clear action plan. Provide a clear action plan. Red personalities thrive on action and taking charge. Provide them with a clear roadmap and action plan to achieve their financial goals through your network marketing opportunity. Break down the steps and show them how to get started and progress towards success. And if I could be real honest with you, I feel that most people are failing to do this effectively with their new business partner. And I feel that if you are not documented as a director, you should seek assistance from your director to put a clear action plan together with your new business partner. Right? And why do I say that? Because if your new business, again, we're talking about red personality types, right? So if your new business partner is a red and they want the bag, the money bag, and you're not documented as a director, would you agree it's safe to say you're really not qualified to create a clear plan of action with them because you haven't done it yourself? You're not the evidence of that. So this is where you want to leverage your leadership to help come up with a clear plan of action for your reds to achieve their goals, which 99 with a red, it's going to be directorship and above, right? They want directorship, period. They want to build generational wealth. They're going for the money, right? And so if you're not a director, your credibility in helping your new red get to directorship is a little shady. It's not going to go too well. So what does that mean? Does that mean you can't onboard your new business partner? Absolutely not. No, you can onboard your new business partner. But what I would do is have your director do the game plan interview. Keyword, game plan. Game plan interview. Have your director at a minimum do the game plan interview with your new red business partner. Now they can show them exactly what they need to do to hit their financial goal. And then guess what? The rest of your onboarding with them, you can do that. Right? But your red needs to see that you have access and that they have access to another red that can show them how to get the bag because they themselves have gotten the bag. They themselves have hit that promotion of director. Does that make sense? Shamika says she agrees with that. She likes that. She agrees with me on that. Okay, good. Good. So let's go to number 7. I know we're at the top of the hour. Offer training and support. Offer training and support. Money-motivated individuals often value ongoing learning and development. Highlight the training and support system you have in place to help them enhance their skills and maximize their earning potential. Assure them that they will have the tools and resources needed to succeed. So important. And I see a lot of people don't do this either. A lot of people are not talking about that their new business partner is going to, or not sharing with the prospect, because we're talking about prospecting, right? They're not sharing with the prospect that we have basic training every Wednesday with our $1 million income earners, teaching them how to make the $1 million, how to get there, right? You're not sharing with your prospect how IntelliTravel has groups training on Wednesday nights, right? Why is groups training so important? Because that's where you make the commission checks with a comma in it. It's that Wednesday night. So if you have a desire, if you're a red and you want to make money, big money on our travel product, you should be on the Wednesday night groups training with all of the different suppliers, right? So, and then of course, let them know about the weekly trainings with the suppliers as well. Let them know about the Friday travel agent Q&A, right? Let them know about getting to their weekly meeting early because there's more training happening there. Let them know about the 2 days of training that we have at convention, right? You got to share these things with your red prospects. Very, very, very important. Okay. All right. And last but not least, respect their time. Respect their time. Red personalities are typically busy and focused on results. When prospecting, be respectful of their time and keep your interactions concise and to the point. Avoid excessive small talk and focus on discussing the financial aspects and benefits of the opportunity. This is a big one. This is a big one. You're losing your reds if you're getting them on someone's webinar. That's an hour long when it should have been 30 minutes. This is one of the main reasons why if I have a prospect and I want to get them on a webinar, I put them on the corporate webinar. The one that happens on Mondays, Tuesdays, and Thursdays. You know why? Because it's only 30 minutes. In and out. But some of you are getting your prospects on possibly your leader's webinar, and it's going an hour, maybe longer. And guess what's happening to your reds? They're dropping off. Yep, Shamika said, talking yourself right out of a business partner. Real talk. Same thing with when you're sharing information or you're sharing your testimony with someone. Why do you think when at the weekly meetings, when we go up and we invite the gold builders or the 1 stars or 2 stars, and we say your name, where you're from, your background, and 1 word? Why do you think we do that? Because we got some reds in the audience and we don't want to hear your whole story about how you were working at your job, and you moved to so-and-so and you love living there, but you grew up at... Don't want to hear it. Keep it short and to the point. Right? Get to the point. You want to tick a red off? Do a lot of small talking with them. Ask me how I know. Because I'm a red. I can't stand. Anybody ever have this happen? Actually, I saw this meme the other day. And it showed like a text message. And someone came into the text message and they said, hello. And then the other person responded, hello. And then the other person responded, how you doing today? And then the other person responded, I don't have a lot of time, so get to the point about this scam. And a whole bunch of people responded, I'm going to start responding to those messages, right? Stop with the small talk. Get to the point with a red. We ain't got time for that. We don't want to hear all of that. I get it. You trying to be polite. Hi. No, listen, when I'm reaching out, hey, I don't have a lot of time, but I wanted to reach out to you real quick because I wanted to see if you'd be open to blah, 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 blah. I'm not being rude, but I'm getting to the point. And people will appreciate that. Because now they're not wondering, okay, why are you reaching out? What you about to look? What grant are you about to tell me about that I don't want? What y'all know about the grant? Have you heard about such and such a grant? I saw your number, your name on this list, right? Reds, you can't do that with them. So important. Always keep your webinar presentations to 30 minutes or less. Now, let me be clear on that. If it goes longer, it should be because that's the Q&A portion and y'all just chit-chatting. But the actual meat and potatoes, the information that's going to allow them to make a decision of whether or not they want to partner with you or not should be done by the 30-minute point. Okay? So the meat and potatoes, whether it's the PowerPoint presentation or you're doing a plug and play, that part should be done within 30 minutes. Anything after that should be the Q&A. Maybe you have a green on there that's going to ask a lot of questions. So it might go 45 minutes, 50 minutes. I've had that happen. But the meat and potatoes of my presentation is done by the 30-minute mark. Okay, so that's very, very important. Keep your PBRs, your private business presentations, the ones that you're doing in your home or in someone's living room, 60 minutes or less. 60 minutes or less should be no different than the corporate hotel meetings, 60-minute or less. Because if your PBRs are going 2 hours, your red is thinking, I can't do this business or do a PBR if it's going to take up 2 hours of my time. I don't have that type of time to give to this. So we want to show those reds that they could be in and out in 60 minutes if you allow them to do a PBR in their home. And if they invite their red colleagues onto a webinar, it's going to be 30 minutes or less. Right? A business launch may go a little bit longer. Karen?
Can you please speak to the point about after the presentation, the meat and potatoes is done, and they do ask questions or comments, and they do that during the presentation. How do you feel about that? As far as now, afterwards, they say get with the person that invited you, and so you can get your questions answered. And then when we ask them, they well, I already got all my questions answered, and I know it's a segue there. Well, okay. I said, well, okay, all your questions answered. You're ready to sign up then, right? Oh, yeah. No. I got so. I mean,
yeah. So I do it differently. I don't always. If it's a business launch, right? That means I got my brand new business partner. They've invited their warm market to the business launch. Mm-hmm. I'm going to open it up for Q&A at the end. I'm going to answer everyone's questions, and I'm telling them specifically, okay, Karen needs to hear from you within the next 5 minutes. If you're a number 3, which means blah, 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 text her and let her know you're a number 3. If you're a number 2, after this webinar, a question might pop in your mind that you forgot to ask, or maybe you just want to ask it privately. Text Karen, let her know you're a number 2. If you're a number 1, you're ready to get started. Text her, let her know you're a number 1. But so on a PBR, I've opened it up for questions. I've answered all the questions, and I'm telling them the host, They need to hear from you within the next 5 minutes. If they don't get a text message from you within the next 5 to 10 minutes, they will be reaching out to you to collect your decision of where you stand. And I let the new business partner know, make sure you keep track of what everybody's numbers are. If you didn't hear from them, reach out to them and ask them what their number is. If you have any number twos, get them on my phone immediately so I can answer their questions. If it's too late at night, schedule a time for tomorrow so that I can get their questions answered so they can make a decision. Now, if I'm just doing a presentation, I just want to do a PBR, not a PBR, I just want to do a business presentation or a Zoom or whatever, I may not ask for do Q&A at the end. I'll just say, get back with the person that invited you. Because that my right, it might be open to everybody, right? You might invite somebody on to my Zoom presentation. Jean might invite somebody on to the right. And so to keep it short and sweet, get back with the person that invited you. They can answer your questions and, go from there. Does that make sense? Does that answer your question, Karen? Oh, she fell off. Uh-oh. All right. So remember, while these tips can be effective for prospecting a red personality type who is money motivated, it's extremely important to treat individuals as unique and adapt your approach based on their specific preferences and needs. So it's very, very important that you build that rapport with them and understand why they are looking at this opportunity and what they want out of the opportunity. All right. So with that, we are at the end of today. I want to hear a takeaway. Anybody have a takeaway they want to share from prospecting a red that they're like, "Ooh, that was good. Yeah, I need to use that." Let's share one takeaway.
Well, it's Jean. I like the fact that the involvement of the for the action plan to include the director on that. That's a good process. So.
Yes, absolutely. And just let your director know, hey, I just need you to do the game plan interview. I'm going to take care of everything else. But, you're documented and this person is a red. They really need that. Yep. Mr. Burke.
A great presentation today. What I really got out of it was the thing where you told to not sacrifice your main source of income to do other things. Just because there's this phrase that they say that if you chase too many rabbits, you'll end up catching none of them. So I like that fact that you said, okay, so we have this business here and all the 8 streams of income, but if you have something, like Miss Karen had, that she pretty much purchases things from, but she wants to be able to make money off of, that's good. But like as for like canceling this out just to do that, yeah, that's bad. I love that, and I took a lot of notes with that, so thank you for that.
You're welcome. And Shamika said, leverage the leaders, especially when you're talking to reds. Remove yourself out of the way and also get paid for what you're doing already. Exactly. So that concludes virtual coffee break for today. We went 13 minutes over. So thank you all for rocking with me for the extra time. Have an amazing weekend, and I'll see you next week. Bye.
Bye.